In this video, I will show you how to use FERRET ReportDesigner. FERRET suite is deployed into my local machine, so after I hit this URL, FERRET ReportDesigner login, I'll be prompted to give my username and password, so I'm giving my one. So this is the existing report folder which have been created before. All the report have to be categorized by the folder, and under this folder we can see the report. If I want to create a report into existing folder, I just have to select the folder and create new report. So here I have to give my report name, report category, reporting group, and then submit. My report will be created under the selected folder. And if I want to create a new folder, then I just have to unselect all the folder and then create new report. Then my folder will be created in parent folder. Then I have to give a name of my folder, sample folder. I can select only folder type option here, and reporting group, sample group. This is optional one. A user can give any name to this group. So my folder has created, and now I'm going to create a new report under this folder. I just have to select the folder and create new report, sample report, and reporting group sample. So a report has been created under sample folder. So I'm now going to open this report. Just click open report. So this is the view where I can design my report. This is the template, some report templates here like vertical table, horizontal table, pivot chart, blank cell, and this data portion is blank now because I didn't add any query here. We have to set a query to get the data here. So we can set the query in query designer. Just I have to click the query designer, and I have to add a query here. Click on add button, selecting the global class ID. Global class ID means the database name which have been mapped into data mapper. In previous video I have shown you how to use data mapper and map a database. So now I'm going to select a mapped project here as a global class ID, node log report, and now I'm giving a name of my query, query 1. So this is the folder which have been mapped in data mapper, and this is the select portion of my query. This is the where portion, and this is the group by portion, and this is the row limit. So now I'm going to select some data models from this folder, like simply drag and drop it here. Hit MOU operator. And now I'm going to give a where condition. Just simply drag a data model and set the condition here. Here is several condition like is null, is not null, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than. And so I'm selecting less equal. I can select either constant or user text. And if I select constant, I have to give a valid date here because it's a date stamp, and date is less equal like 14th April 2015. So this means the query will be select node name, hit MOU operator from node log info, where date is less equal 4th April 2015. And if I select user text, Then I just have to give a name of my user text. Enter, because this is less equal, so it will be end point. Enter, ended. I'm going to add another one. It's also a date, and it is getter equal. Enter. And if I want to order by it with some selected data, then I just have to transfer it to order by portion. So the query will be select node name hit MOU operator from node log info, where date is less equal user entered date, date is greater equal user entered date, and order by node name in ascending, either descending. So this is how we can create a query. We can limit the row number. I'm selecting top 100 rows. So this is how we can create a query here, and I'm going to save this query, and it's saved. If I want to check this query, I can check this from run query, and I'm selecting a date. This user text appeared as alphabetically ordered, so end date appeared first and start date appeared last. I'm giving the start date, and I'm going to show the query. This is the query I have formed. Select top 100 node names, sum of hit query MOU from node log where date stamp is less equal 14 April and getter equal 1st March, and I'm going to generate. So this is all the data which have been formed by this query. This is the selected data. So in this way I can make a query and see the query result. And because I have created a filter portion here, where filter, I have to set this filter as user text option in this pan. Just clicking refresh filter, I can see my filter, and I can set also my filter property. Just click on the text, so I can see the filter property. I can edit the filter property from here. So this is the filter property of end date. Type is date box, single entry is yes, manual entry no, data name, and default value. I can set a default value here, and I can change the order format, data time, same as end date. So I'm now going to change the order. You want to set the start date at first and end date at last. So okay, so my order become changed. So this is how we can set the property and edit the property. So this is about north pan, and now this is the center pan. In this center pan I can create my report from the report template, and I can add more tab. This is the first tab. First tab will appear when I create a report and automatically. And if I want to add more tab, then I just have to right click on the center portion and add tab. I have to give a name of my tab, node name versus hit. So my tab added, and if I want to change the name of the tab, then I just have to click on the tab and edit tab. Summary. and my tab name changed. If I want to change the tab order, then I just have to click change tab order and then just drag and drop. Then my tab order become changed. And if I want to delete any tab, I just have to right click and remove tab. So this is the tab name which I want to remove. If I sure to remove it, then just click remove. So this is how we can create a tab, edit, delete, etc. And now I'm going to create some reports from the sample template. And there is some template of vertical table, horizontal table. Now I'm going to create a vertical table. I just have to drag the vertical table and drop it here. And by right click on the table cell, I can add more row column. Here is option insert row above, below, left, right, and I can delete any column from there. So I'm now just going to create a row above and I'm going to create a row below. And if I want to move the table, I just have to click on table border and I can move it anywhere. If I want to set or check the table property or cell property, I just have to click on the cell and then in property tab I can see the property of the table. This is the vertical table 0, and if I want to check the table property, I just have to click the border of this table, and this is the table property, table background color, border, image, etc. And if I want to check the cell property, I just have to click on the cell. If I want to edit any property, just like I'm going to edit the background color, just have to, and the background color edited. If I want to copy any property of this cell into another cell, this is the header cell and this is the body cell of a vertical table. So if I want to copy a property of any cell into another, then I just have to click on the cell, format duplicate and paste. So the cell property copied. So I'm now going to change the font color. So it and copy. Okay, this is the header portion of article table. User can give any handwritten name into header portion, and we have to set the data portion in this value cell. So I'm going to select node name, operator, and MOU. So I'm going to set the name. And I can set also the alignment from here and from this portion, like to left align all the header option. So if I want to set it bold, this will be bold. If I want to set it as italic, this will be as italic. And if I want to enlarge the font size, then this is the option of enlarging the pixel of font size. So this way I can create a vertical table. I can also change the alignment, like just dragging. And So this is how we can set the vertical table and vertical tables property. Now I'm going to create a horizontal table. Just simply drag the horizontal table and drop it here. One important note is, if I create more samples, more than one sample in one tab, then I have to set the relative position here. Just click on the table and this is the relative position property. So the option is whether I can change the position of horizontal table against page or vertical table. So I'm selecting vertical table here, bottom 50, left 0, save, which means vertical table is 50 pixel bottom from horizontal table is 50 pixel bottom from the vertical table. So this is how we can set the relative position, and we can also add some more cell like vertical table in right. I'm adding cell, and this is the header portion of the horizontal table and this is the data portion. And now I'm going to select some data here. Simply drag the data and drop it here. And give it a name. Another important note is, when we click on the cell of any vertical table or horizontal table, we can see some extra property, not in header, in value cell, like data type, sort by this field, drill down, which means the data type of node name is text, the data type of operator is text, the data type of MOU is number. When we select the data type number, then we can see some extra property here like rank cell and data format. Data format means we can format the type, number type and date type in any format. If we select number type, we can format it like 0.0 or 1E10, which means the number will be formatted like 1 in the power e to the power 10 format. And we can sort this whole table by a field. If we sort with node name, the table will be sorted by node name, or if we choose sort by MOU, then the node name sort will be disappeared. So a table can be sorted only by one field. And when the data type is number, we can also rank it, which means select top 10 numbers from this table. Only top 10 number will be shown and other will be calculated. If we select contain other will be calculated like sum, max, mean, average. So this is how we can rank, and we can drill down this into multiple label. Like if we select drill down, set drill down label option will be appeared, and if we click this, we can add label like label, and then to set just drag into label, drop it and save, which means we can drill MOU into hit for viewing. We can set this option in horizontal table in same way like vertical table. So this is how we can set the properties of horizontal table and vertical table. And now I'm going to create another. This is showing the summary, so I think I should change the name. So now I'm going to create a pivot table. Just drag the pivot table. Pivot table has 4 different column or cell, like header, column, row, value. So we can put anything into header column, any handwritten name, and we have to set a column like node name, different type of row, and value cell can only contain number type of data model, like hit and move is number type of data model, so we can set any. So this contain node name versus operator. Like pivot, like horizontal table and vertical table, we can also set the pivot table here. This is the properties of pivot table, and here is another additional property, merge cell. If you want to remove the duplicate column name, then we can just click on the merge cell, and we can also drill down into a multiple level. We can change the height with background color like the vertical table. So this is how we can set a pivot table. Here is also an option merge, which means just like if I want to insert a column, right, just have to press Ctrl and then select. The type have to be same. I have selected the cell which type is column, pivot column type, so merge option appeared, and when I click merged, the column merged. If I want to unmerge it, then I just have to click Ctrl and then select and unmerge, then the column will unmerge. Now I'm going to delete this column, just delete column. And here is another option, you can see alert. I just have to click on a cell. I cannot click on table. If I click on table border and then select alert, it will be show a message without header cell can only be formatted into alert. So I'm now going to select a cell without header, because this is a header cell, we cannot select it. And now I'm going to select alert. So here I can add some rule, like add rule is less than or greater than 10. Here is some option of rule, equal, less, equal, great, and I can format the cell, like background color will be this, sorry, border color will be black and background color will be this. Save. So which means MOU which is greater than 10, the cell will be, cell background color will be pink, either it will be white. This is how we can create a pivot table. Now I'm going to add a chart here. There are many type of chart like bar chart, pie chart, line chart, column chart. So I'm adding a pie chart here. Just drag the pie chart and drop it here. So in this tab I have two types of template, so I have to select set the relative position here. So I'm selecting the chart and set the relative position. So the chart will appear 50 pixels below from the pivot table, and pie chart has an option of x-axis and y-axis. We can set a value of in x-axis. X-axis value have to be in text type, and y-axis can contain only number type of value. So I'm going to select a number type of value, hit. And like pivot table and other tables, I can also set the property of chart by clicking the chart and go to the property. This is the chart height with chart title. I can set the chart title like node name versus hit. I can set the title of x-axis like x-axis contain node name. Set the title of y-axis contain heat. Here is some more option like show 3D. If I want to see the chart in 3D view, then I just have to click the show 3D option. Show legend. If I want to see the legend, then I have to select the show legend option, and I can see the existing more category of legend like legend alignment, legend position, legend layout. This is the default legend position. And if I want to see the data value in percentage, then just I have to click on show data value and show percentage. If I want to set the angle of 3D, then I just have to set the alpha angle and beta angle. If I want to set the range, then I just have to click the range, and this is the minimum range and this is the maximum range appeared. And if I want to set the background color, I just have to set the background color, and background color become changed. So this is how we can set the chart property. And if I want to set the chart level property, I can give a level name here, hit. This is a number type variable, so I can format the variable like 0.0. and aggregation type of hit, I can select sum. And if I want to sort this by hit, then I just have to sort by this field. If I want to rank this like top 10 from hit from this chart, top 10 hit from node log info, then I just have to click on the rank cell. So this is how we can create a chart. And another thing is variable. We can see a variable. We can add variable by clicking this add variable option, or we can just right click here, add new variable, and we have to give a variable name, no space or dollar type and Unicode type character can set here. We have to give a valid character like number and text and underscore. So I'm giving a name MOU underscore hit. So I'm selecting MOU, selecting the operator, and hit. So this variable will contain the summation of hit and MOU. Okay, so my variable created under this variable. If I want to add this variable in some table, then I just have to drag it like data and set it here. So this is the combination of hit So this is how we can set a variable, and this is all about how we can create how we can design a report. And if I want to check this report, then I have to save it. Just click on save, and my report saved. And if I want to fill this report with some previous data, then I just have to run this query. Select this query and run query, then the report will fill some previous data. So I'm selecting to give the end date, giving the start date. So this is how we can set some previously added data. And if I want to preview this report, I just have to click on preview, default. This is the default view. And if I want to generate it, this is the generated data. See, this data is generated from the query, and I have set a customized rule: data which is greater than 10, the data will see like this. Data is greater than 10, the background color is pink, and this is the pivot table, and this is the pie chart. And this is the drill down option. Okay, so this is how we can preview our report. And if I want to copy the overall thing in another report, then I just have to click on save as. I have to select the folder in which folder I want to copy the report, name, then copy sample, and save. Then my report will be copied. If I want to open any file, just have to open the file. Okay, this is all about Report Designer. Now I'm going to sign off.